Hi, welcome to Making Auto Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of two active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. Today, I am working with the Farmhouse sticker books. One is for the big, and one is just the regular Farmhouse sticker book. And the stickers in the big are actually really big. So they will take up a lot of room and I won't need very many stickers. And then I will just fill in with some of the smaller stickers from the classic size. And as we get started looking through these sticker books, I wanted to mention that this may be a little choppy because I had to run kids around. So I am just trying to make life work for me. You just have to get through the busy seasons, right? So on spreads like these, I like to start on my sidebar, and I was debating on whether I was going to use the classic size box or the big size box. And the big size box had enough lines for my meal plan, so that's what I chose. At first I was afraid that it wasn't going to fit in the sidebar, but it does fit in the sidebar. It also fits perfectly in one of those squares, so I had never had a big before, so that was helpful to know. And then I was trying to figure out what else I wanted to go in the sidebar. I normally use a long sticker in the sidebar, and this time I went with that short one, so I'm just trying to figure out if I want a quote or an image or what else I was going to put over there. I did like the cow that's in there, or the bull, I'm not sure if it's a cow or a bull, and the little animals, so I was leaning towards that, but that still wasn't going to fill up quite enough space on the sidebar. So I did find that quote that said, "Thankful, grateful, blessed." And then I put the sticker down with the lines on it and that little crock pot that says dinner time on it. And I'll be able to list my meal plans there. 6, 7, 8. There are 8 lines. I just counted. So that will give me a line for each day, as well as any food that I need to prep, although the cow or bull does cover up most of that bottom line. I decided that I didn't really like that other sticker that I had pulled, so it will just kind of float around for a while I try to figure out what else is going on this spread. Then I grabbed the Colorful Boxes Mega Book from Happy Planner, and I found a bunch of teal stickers that I could incorporate in the spread. The Farmhouse sticker books didn't have any just plain boxes, so I wanted to pull some of those out and have them on hand. And then before I got very far, I wanted to go ahead and put some lines down. So first I put down the lines for the weekend, and I like having them grouped together so that it looks like it's one list combined. And then I went ahead and wasn't 100% sure where I wanted the other lines, so I put little black pieces of tape down to kind of note where I thought that I wanted them while I started my clusters. I just wanted to make sure I left room and was thoughtful about where I was going to put my tasks for the week. That is the most important thing for me, so I just wanted to make sure that I left enough room. And I do love those leaf stickers, so I started pulling those in. But the more I looked at that dark sticker, I just didn't like it. So I pulled it up and put it to the side, and it kind of floats around. It does finally make it, but for some reason, I don't know if it's because the cow was so dark or I'm not sure why, but it just didn't seem balanced to me. So I go ahead and I find a different quote. The circle sticker says, "Get it, girl." And then the other one says, "You will never regret being kind." And then I just made a little cluster up there with the box from the Colorful Boxes book. And I'm just trying to incorporate everything together. And here comes the washi tape that I'm obsessed with right now. And I still have not found my metal ruler. So I'm still using my plastic ruler. Excuse my head there. but I'm just going to put the washi tape down towards the bottom on the left side, and I'm still trying to be intentional about leaving space for lines. So I am going to go ahead and put some down now that I have a few of the clusters. I do like putting the clusters in first because I can shift the lines left or right or up or down based on where the clusters are, but I just don't want to forget to put them in. So I started the clusters, but now that I have a good idea of where they'll be, I am putting in the lines on the left-hand side. And those mason jars are super cute. The one that I am putting down first says Choose Joy, and I did go ahead and white out that line. It really showed through the mason jar, so after I found the jelly roll, I did white out that line. Before I move to the right side of the page, I do want to finish the sidebar. So I white out I think it says notes before I white it out, but I pretty much white it out every week. So I find that little to-do sticker and I want to layer it with something. So I played around with the big leaves, but I don't like how much space it takes over there. And then because I have a hard time getting stickers back perfectly, I do pull off some of the backing. These are paper stickers, so it was much harder to get that paper backing off. So I just did a little for right now and found a place to put that and picked a different leaf sticker. I just layered the leaf and the to-do sticker to try to cover up as much of the whiteout as I could before I moved over to the right side of the page. I went ahead and started the right side of the spread by laying down my washi tape and trimming it at the edges. Someday I will find my metal ruler. So at this point I had to run my son to some volunteer hours, and then when I got back I started looking for stickers for the right hand side, and I found this green one that said, "There is always something to be thankful for." And again, the stickers are big in the big. So because there was so much extra space at the top and bottom, I went ahead and I tried to center it. And sorry, my head was in the shot again. And then I am going to decide to trim it. But for now, I was just trying to make it go with all of the leaves and just make it look cohesive. But I thought it looked silly how big it was. So I did go back and trim it down. But look what I found while I was gone. The metal ruler. Now I won't have to cut into my ruler every time I'm trying to trim something. And I can put the blade at the edge of where I want to cut and then push the ruler up to the edge of the blade, and it makes lining things up so much easier. So once I get that sticker trimmed, I will go ahead and lay those leaves down better. I did rip it a little bit at some point, but luckily the paper stickers, it's pretty easy to match them up and lay them back down. You can hardly notice that there's a little rip there. And I wanted to put something else on the other side of that green sticker, but I wasn't really sure what to put. I did think that a box and another mason jar might balance it out, but I wasn't really sure. So I just went ahead and moved on to that other sticker. And I feel like since the greenish colors are balancing each other out, it was okay to put the darker sticker in the middle of those. And that sticker says Think, Dream, Plan. And then I go ahead and put my lines in again before I forget, but fully knowing where I want the lines to go. This is the Happy Planner stencil in Emoji 0.38. Although I like them, I am still looking for a stencil where I can get the lines closer together. It's kind of like, do you prefer wide ruled paper or college ruled paper? And I prefer college ruled paper, so I would like my lines a little bit closer together. So I am still looking for the perfect stencil. If you have any thoughts, let me know. So I did go ahead and put that circle down as well. and put some leaves around it. It's not exactly clustered with that sticker, but I did want to put another circle in to balance out the Get It Girl sticker, and I did want to just use the last sticker that I had pulled. And then I decided I wanted to put 2 more mason jars down around the page, so I put one down at the bottom of the to-do list, and then before I put the 3rd mason jar down, I do grab the chicken and I audition it there next to the green quote sticker. But it would have been fine, but I decided I didn't want it to be that prominent, so I just tucked it down in the corner of the page instead. And I liked that. I am surprised I did not grab another animal sticker. I normally like to do things in 3s or more, so it was odd that I did not. I did grab one more mason jar, so there are now 3 mason jars on the page. One says choose joy, one says life is good, and the other one says love this. So then I'm just looking for something to go in that bottom left corner. I really wanted to bring more leaves into the page, and so I tried that wreath and it didn't quite work for me. So I went and I tried to find the other wreaths, and those didn't work for me either. So then I tried just a leaf, like half circle, and I just couldn't get that to lay out right. So even though that was my goal for that corner, it just didn't pan out for me. So instead, I found a box sticker that I liked that I didn't think I would really use anywhere else. It does have like check boxes that I could check off and make a to-do list out of it, but very seldomly do I actually have a to-do list that only has 3 items on it. So I decided that I could go ahead and use it for this purpose. I definitely want to utilize my stickers in the best way possible. So if I don't think I'm going to use it for a to-do list, I might as well use it to put a quote in. And that quote says, "Live in love." And I did want to try to put some more leaves around the page. And I played around with it for a while, but I just couldn't make them work anywhere. So I definitely don't want to force it if it's not going to work. What is important is that it is functional, and I definitely think that it is that for this week. And as I was trying to clean up my sticker books and whatnot, I did find one lone rectangle sticker, and instead of trying to put it away, I just found a place for it, and I went ahead and stuck it in. The other 2 quote stickers had boxes with them, so I thought that it did balance. And like I said, I just did not want to have to put that sticker away. So this is my spread for the week. I really like it. I hope you enjoyed watching it. And I hope everyone has a wonderful week. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.